Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. I wish to speak with you this morning about adaptability. Human beings are almost infinitely adaptable. If you start with the premise that you are separate and you need to survive, you will do almost anything to survive. And if that means adapting to circumstances, environments, people who perhaps otherwise you would want to have nothing to do with, you will do that. People are amazed that prisoners of war are able to stay in a small cage for years and somehow become accustomed to that. People who think that they need to acquire more and more things and are uncomfortable letting things go can become hoarders, in which case their house becomes filled with newspapers they don't want to throw out and items they've bought that they haven't even opened. And the house becomes harder and harder to maneuver in till there's just a little pathway to the bedroom. Rooms are filled with junk. And you would think that they would say, oh, this is horrible. I've got to clean this stuff out. But unfortunately, they've adapted to it. And for them, it doesn't even look cluttered. It just looks like life. It's possible to adapt to people who are not treating you very nicely, but maybe you feel that you need them for your survival. Parents who are abusive can be adapted to. Circumstances, environments, governments, all can be adapted to, with the one purpose that you survive. You're now being asked to do something very different than adapt. You're being asked to take sovereign control of your life by being responsible for the choices that you make. And then choosing again for love, for freedom, for your sovereign power to create. And the gateway through which you must pass is a certain amount of discomfort. It's uncomfortable feeling your feelings. It's uncomfortable changing your routine. It's uncomfortable not being able to predict what will happen from moment to moment. But what we are asking you to do is to rely on something that's not just your history, not just your routine, not just your habits, but to rely moment to moment on God's wisdom, which is your wisdom, to see what would be appropriate in this holy instant for you to do, for you to say. It may not be the same thing that you would do in a similar situation yesterday, but we are asking you to trust that love will show you answers way beyond your survival, way beyond adapting, way beyond putting up with, going along to get along. that love takes many, many forms. And these forms, if you're willing to let them come and go, will be undergirded by the strength and the power of love itself. You can write a new script if your eye and your attention is on love rather than survival. You can actually look at what you've done in the past and then choose again if it really doesn't serve your highest self. Rather than adapt to all the limits you've placed upon this divine soul, challenge what you knew to be true and let the Holy Spirit show you what you're capable of, what life could really be, what this earth could look like, and what the family of mankind could truly be. In this way, your choices will transform the entire earth. Be willing to see things differently, and you'll be greatly rewarded. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.